boy, how do I look? Ready to race?
Hey, nice. It's good. Looks good, dude.
Looks good, right?
Yeah, looks really good.
Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. What's up, guys? Kaise ho? Ela unnaru? Hope everyone is doing
Great.
great. Ready to race? That is the actual tagline of the KTM.
Yeah.
When we come with Aditya, what does it?
అరే కొడతారా నువ్వే నాకు 6:30కి ఇచ్చిన వాష్రూమ్ సారీ 6కి ఇచ్చినావు
5:55 కి ఇచ్చిన వాష్రూమ్. They should be ready in 3-4 minutes.
అరే ఏం మాడుతున్నావురా
రాత్రి నుంచి వాష్రూమ్ లోనే అన్నాడు. ఈజీ
ఫస్ట్
వాష్రూమ్.
ఆఫ్ ఆల్ నేను ఈ టైంకి లేవా
మళ్ళీ గంట సేపు స్నానం చేసిండు పొద్దున. అంతసేపు ఏం చేస్తారు ఆ వాష్రూమ్ లో? నాకు అర్థం కాదు.
అంటే కొంచెం ప్రెషర్ ఈ టైంలో మనం లేవం కదా సార్. డీప్ స్లీప్ మా ఈ టైం నువ్వు అంటే లేస్తావు మన డీప్ స్లీప్ ఈ టైం.
Did you get your gear off? Oh, riding boots as well, bro. The first thing to do is go down, have some little bit of breakfast, because thing is, if I get up this early, I feel hungry.
I don't get up this early.
He slept at 2 o'clock. It seems I slept at 10:30. I crashed. I was so sleepy. I didn't understand why am I sleeping so early these days. Musalolo aitnamane oka signal adi. This fellow slept at 2 a.m. it seems. So let's pack everything. I think we'll have to come back to the room once again. To pack a little bit of stuff. Flight is in the evening again back to Hyderabad. We are here only for one day.
అన్నిట్లో బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ పెట్టినావు స్లోమో చేయి మళ్ళీ దిగమంటావా
ఇలాంటివి వేసుకొని తిరుగుతున్నా. That's why Aditya Kabhi keep traveling. Otherwise, yesterday what he did, he went to the washroom. He started shouting. क्या हुआ? Health faucet नहीं है. Health faucet नहीं है.
కనిపించలేదు నాకు.
Yeah, actually, faucet is not there. I said, please check. Spout.
అది బేసిక్లీ ఒక ఎంక్లోజర్ లో ఉంది.
That is the reason. Kabhi if you travel, you'll know all these things in hotels, how things work. I know. Last you traveled to Ladakh 2017 में.
18.
Welcome to the Chakan plant here in Pune. This is the first time I'm here. We are here with a lot of bikes in the background. These are all the latest 2023 edition Duke 390s.
You're in
but
my
before
category.
That,
You're in my category. This is all.
But before this, we can directly compare the Gen 2 and Gen 3. It's right here. Let's show that first. Come. Right, so this is the Gen 1. This is where Duke made its first entry in India and people went mad. Till then, bikes were like sober. This is something that changed everything. No control over anything. No electronics, nothing. Just raw power delivered directly to the wheel. I heard a lot about this bike that time, but we did not have budget that time to buy a Duke almost to 3 lakhs on road. That came the second gen, which Aditya got. Before getting my Tiger, I genuinely had plans to get the Duke, this version. It looks good. I liked it, but the reason I never got a Duke second generation is because I felt for my personality, I thought it becomes a little bit tiny for me. It is too lean for me. But now, the Gen 3, here is the Gen 3. First, in the moment I saw it, what I loved about it is the bulkiness of it. It looks chunky and it looks muscular. It's just like the previous gen went to the gym, went on steroids and it became like this. This is like a proper Terminator head. You can do this, huh? Also, the good part is they have allotted a specific bike to us. We have a bike for ourselves for the entire day and we have the test track here. That's where we're going to test ride the bike. So this is the bike they have allotted to us. There are 2 colors in the new Duke 390. One is the typical KTM orange and the second one is this beautiful color. This is the first time I'm seeing this color in the KTM. I don't know what they exactly call this color, but it is a tint of blue. Nice blue. Before doing anything else, we have to give the 120 FPS shots coming up in 3, 2. Looks good, right? Like looks truly good, right? But looking good is only one part. How does it ride? That is the most important part. And we have a test track here to hear that. People are like literally. People are literally ripping it left, right and center. I'm also going to do that. I'm not a pro track race rider, but if you want me to do endurance rides like go from Hyderabad to Delhi and all that, I I can do that, but test tracks like knee bending, doing all that stuff, I'm not that great. We're seeing the GoPro mode in 3, 2, 1. Okay, chalo. First time hands on the 2023 kit. Kaal riding pant to konచెం కష్టం అవుతుంది, but first time hands on the 2023 KTM Duke 390. Anyways, this is how the bike looks, and the first thing, the moment I sat on it, what I've observed is, as always, a Duke is a very lean machine, and you feel very you get into squid mode when you're on a Duke. Genuinely, I'm saying that when you sit on the bike, you want to really rip it open. That is the kind of posture you get, and that's the kind of feel you get on this kind of bike. Also, fit and finish. That's the first thing I like to see. Nice sturdy fitting everywhere. Nice solid feel. You don't feel like any creaky plastics anywhere. Everything is nicely built and beautiful color. Yeah, this color is my favorite. If I am going to buy a KTM Duke 390, it is going to be this particular color. I'm not that much of a fan of the KTM orange. It's too loud for me. But this particular color is something I would personally buy. And I don't know how, but somehow they blended this orange with the blue so well. Looks good. Now the entire bike is like blue. If you see here, this has a matte grey finish, and it's got a little bit of a blue tint, and it's got a mean presence like a Terminator. You see that? If you can see inside, it gets a little bit of a curved radiator, so the surface area is increased by 10%, which means heat management is much better on the bike now. It gets a 320mm disc, all LED setup, and you get hazard lamps now. As always, WP suspension, WP Apex. This time you also get adjustable suspension. That's a good touch. One more thing I like is the seat. It's a proper sport seat, a little bit hard. So touring and all, I'm not sure how much you can tour on this. I mean, people tour on it left, right and center. But yeah, you see this? It's a little bit of a thin seat, and actually you can increase the seat height. Right now it is at 800mm, and that is the reason you have a very comfortable seating position when you sit on it. Both your legs flat foot properly on both sides. Obviously 800mm is perfect for Indian height. I like the TFT display as well. Got a side stand indicator, kill switch indicator. Want to listen to the exhaust note? I like the rear view mirrors as well. Nice fit and finish for these as well. Very chunky and strong feel. Oh, one thing I'm not a fan of, I'll tell you. Pretty light bike here. I mean, look at this. Being a 300, almost 400cc bike, it's so light to handle. With one hand, you can literally move it. That's the beauty of a KTM. Yeah, this is what I don't like. I think we need to put a tail tidy for this. I'm not that much of a fan of these fins and all that stuff. And also, I'm not a fan of this design here. So these are some things I don't like when I look at it. But otherwise, on the whole, especially from the side and from the front, it looks amazing. You know what is the best part? It gets a 15-liter tank. That's amazing. I think that's one of the best in the segment. 15-liter fuel tank. Oh, okay, the power is hidden. So you get a 49 PS, which is a 3 PS increment from the previous gen. Torque is 39 Nm torque, and it comes in at 9000 RPM. Most of its peak power and torque comes at 6000 RPM compared to 7000 RPM in the previous gen. So yeah, specs wise in the segment, it's doing the best job. Okay, we are out in the open on the track in 3, 2, 1. It's the first time I'm experiencing a Duke 390 on the track. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh man. It's got power here. Obviously it's got power. Third gear, 50-60 kilometers per hour I'm doing. Actually people can rip it open on this kind of track. That's a crazy fast 110 kilometers per hour. Shit, man. Oh, okay. Third gear. Speechless. I don't know. I mean, the first time I'm not able to say things. Okay. Third gear, 105 kilometers per hour. Fourth gear, 130 kilometers per hour. That's insanity, dude. man, so much of power it's got here. I'm in third gear. See that pull? I mean, you have to ride this bike to experience it. I think if you want a secondary bike from your very powerful 1000cc bike or something, if you don't want to feel that loss of power that you're riding a small bike, I think without any doubt you have to get the KTM. There's no question in this. I think if I want to buy a new bike for myself, a secondary bike, it will 276% be the. And also it's got a quick shifter. I just realized that. Man, oh man, what power here. You don't need this much of power in the city for a street naked. Brakes are insane. Very good brakes. And I'm not using the rear brake at all. My foot is out of the rear brake pedal. I'm only using the front brake. Once again, there you go. A very quick 100 kilometers per hour. There you go, 160 you can do 160, but the road is over. It's got slipper clutch and all that. What a bike, man. And it started raining, have to be careful with traction. So what I love about the engine response is, even like when you're doing third gear 40 kilometers per hour and you want that immediate torque, instant. Okay. That is something that misses out on most of the bikes, most of the brands. Third gear is a sweet spot where you can easily cruise along, ride in the city, do all that stuff all day long. You see that? Nice rev band, yeah. Rev happy engine, wants to be revved. It's got an auto blipper as well. Main thing, handling the road, it is stuck to the road like properly. You get so much of confidence riding the bike. I can only imagine what the RC390 with this new engine can do, having a fairing and a proper track. Okay, let's try to do a 0 to 100 on this. Okay, 3, 2, 1. How much time did it take, but it was a very quick 100. I think claimed is around 5.8 seconds is claimed. Whoa, that the bike little skid there. Track racing can literally eat away your calories. Okay, once again let's do. Okay, no one is coming, right? 0 to 100. Brakes are so good. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Within 5 seconds, that's for sure. Easily 160, not easily, but if you have a good stretch, I think on the highway arams you can do 160, which is not recommended. You have to be in your legalities. But rear view mirrors are also good. I'm sorry I couldn't talk too much about the details because I'm enjoying the track so much and the performance of the bike, and this bike is meant for that, yaar. Basics are like rear view mirrors, all these are taken care of, TFT display and all that is amazing, no doubts about that. I already enjoyed the track, so let's talk a little bit about the bike, how it feels. It feels monstrous, it feels absolutely amazing in terms of size and all. Obviously for my personality it's a little bit small, but it is a pocket rocket, that's what people call it, and it does a lot of justice to that name. I know why people ride like squids on this. I totally understand now why people ride like squids. Okay, starting third gear around 40 kilometers per hour. Let's nice control the bike has. Lot of confidence you get on the bike. It holds the ground really well. Nice, yeah, nice. Honestly, this is the first time I think I'll be giving it a 8.5 out of 10. And maneuverability is also so good. Like, you see, it's so easy to ride this bike, such a light bike, around I think 170 kilos or something. Without putting my leg down, I can make proper U-turns on it. See this maneuverability here. Nicely it holds the ground. So what I've observed is one thing, this first gear if you want to just pull it too much, it doesn't pop out like it is there. You see that it knocks if you give it a sudden throttle. That character of the KTM is still there. So after a certain amount of RPM, the power takes in. You see that? When you ride it, you'll understand what I'm saying. But rest all, I think I will give it a nice 8.8 or maybe even 9 out of 10. Yeah, actually we can give this 9 out of 10. You get 3 modes in it: track mode, street mode and rain mode. I tried only the street mode because that is what we'll be using most of the time. Supermoto, and you have 2 ABS modes as well, which is pretty good. Then you have traction control, and you have launch control as well. You have a lot of options in this. You have to actually sit and toggle around with all these things. Then you have connectivity as well. You can connect your phone, your Bluetooth, and you can do all those Bluetooth functions like changing music, taking calls and all that stuff. Quick shifter plus, you can switch on and off the quick shifter. That's amazing. Okay, Mr. Aditya has ridden the Duke 390. Talking from the owner's perspective. Unseen leather. Once upon a time when you used to ride your bike, what difference do you feel between this one and the old one?
Very good, like very, very good.
Better than your older version?
I'm not sure.
It's close to that?
Yeah, it's close. The power on my Duke is more. I mean, like quick torque.
Not linear.
Not linear.
Yours is not linear, it's more raw.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is like very linear, very smooth, but has good punch.
You enjoyed riding it?
Yeah.
How much will you rate it out of 10?
This 9.
9, right?
9.
I also rated it 9.
9 for sure.
We are on the good, same page.